Look, I don't know who told you to listen to this podcast. I don't know if someone was playing a joke on you. They're like, hey, listen to the Purgatory podcast. Those people aren't your friend. Today's show, of course, is we got a lot in store for you. We have someone named Bartholomew. We have the word of the week. We always do the word of the week every episode. And of course, no Purgatory podcast episode would be complete without the reading of the minutes from last week's episode. And I can knock that out right now just to catch you up. We started with minute 1. Minute 2 came after that, and then time proceeded as expected in the direction that we all know and love, which is forward. As for what was said or what transpired within these minutes, not my job. I'm just the minutes guy. If it's not minutes, I'm not interested. I'm only interested in one particular unit of time. Time, of course, if you're not familiar, it's the thing that's making the trees look worse. I think it's beneficial to you to live in a temperate climate to kind of understand impermanence generally, instead of living an eternal summer. Because in the beginning of your life, in the winter, you look at trees, you're like, oh, all the trees died? Amateurs. That'll never be me. Skill issue. But then later on in life, you get to think, yes, as the leaves fall and wither on the ground, so will I. You don't get that in other places. Every day it's just like, oh, it's 75 degrees and it's sunny. Death is impossible. People in those climates, they live forever because they never thought about dying. So it couldn't happen to them. If you don't believe in it, can't happen. Of course, everyone knows that's how reality works. You create it with your thoughts. I think it'd be funny if manifesting was real, because if it's true, then it implies that by the logic of manifestation, we have to first manifest manifesting. You have to believe that believing in things makes them real. It might in principle be possible. It might be encoded into the functionality of the universe, but we're too dumb to figure it out. We're like monkeys in a Best Buy. It's we don't know what these laptops do. We'll never figure out how to create a spreadsheet in Excel. Unless there's an infinity of us and an infinity of time. And an infinity of OneDrive cloud storage. Under my theory, which yes, I am proposing as scientific theory, and I'm working on a paper on it. And if you want to see the paper, well, maybe you should try believing in it a little harder. So basically, if we don't take the initiative to believe that we can believe things into reality, then the universe is just it'll just run on autopilot. If any of those human beings ever happen to evolve admin access, then they could change the code. Instead, we're kind of just living in the screensaver of reality. In the early 90s, in the advent of the home computer, it was an interesting time because history was repeating itself in a rhyming way. Because everyone knows about the first movie with the train coming at the audience and the audience thinks it's real. And on Windows 95, one of the screensavers was a circuit board with literally wafers rotating in space. And my mom was like, wait, is that inside the computer? She thought that's really how computers work. There are just pieces of it just floating by. It's yes, the CPU has to align with that little blue square floating by, and that's the only time you're allowed to download files, otherwise it won't work. I mean, what's funny is it's easy to make fun of her, but really my understanding of computers only goes a few layers deeper. It's I know what's inside the computer. I have no idea why any of it works. Notice how I didn't say how. If you ask me why my car is going down the road, I could explain to you, I guess, how the car works and all the stuff that's going on inside it. Or I could just say it's moving because I'm pressing on the accelerator. Because I want tacos and I'm going to get them. They're both correct ways of answering the question. To me, there's a very fine line between technology and wizardry. You're saying if you cast a lightning spell on a rock, it'll show you pictures of capybaras on command? Like, what are you talking about? The only reason you don't think it's magic is because there are just more steps. It's just more complex magic. But at the end of that chain of causation, you find it just is that way because it is. Like, I just wanted tacos because I did. Yeah, just little bits of fire come out of the air. And we just work with that. That's pretty handy. Electricity? The universe has the built-in ability to charge your phone. That's better than some airports. Yeah, so I don't know anything about science, but I think somebody maybe who could clear this up for me is this guy named Bartholomew, who's our big guest on this week's episode. Ladies and gentlemen, it's some guy named Bartholomew. Give it up.
Hey, how's it going?
Thank you so much for joining me in studio. Can I get you water?
Do you have pineapple juice?
No. And most people don't. It's a weird first ask.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get comfortable.
Why don't you shut the hell up and let the audience know why you're here?
I just saw a posting on Craigslist for a guy named Bartholomew. It didn't say anything else.
Oh, I was meaning to figure out what the segment was going to be, but I never got around to it. I only got as far as a guy named Bartholomew. Shit.
Oh, well, I'm getting paid for this, right? You said you were going to buy me tickets to Taylor Swift's Eras tour because my daughter's obsessed?
Yes, I did say that, and I'm reasonably confident that tour is still going on. If it's not, I'll buy you some Chinese food of equal or lesser value. Probably going to be lesser.
That's really misleading.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry. Is there anything else we should know about you? Do you ever go by Bart? Do you ever say, like, eat my shorts or anything like that? Or are you more like, you go by Bartholomew, so I assume you must be related to, like, a baron or something like that.
Well, I mostly work at fridge magnets.
Okay, well, tell me more about that.
Yeah, I just come up with, like, some of the concept art for various fridge magnets.
Okay.
Yeah. And, there's just a particular way to do it that I'm good at doing, and all the magnets I do stick to the fridge, so...
Right, well, you can't take credit for that.
Well, I mean, they work.
Yeah, but that's because of the magnetic field.
Alright, fine, I guess my life is worth nothing. I guess I'm a piece of shit. Huh?
No, I'm not.
I'm wasting my life.
I'm not saying that.
You ever get a magnet as a gift from your parents after they come back from Hawaii? And it's a Hawaiian woman with a lei and she's playing a ukulele? You ever seen that?
Have you been in my house? Yeah, I have that exact magnet.
Have you ever beheld those beautiful hues surrounding the sunset in the background? Do you have any idea what that meant to me to do that?
No, I'm sorry. I mean, it looks good. The first time I saw it, I cried.
No, you didn't.
Okay, yeah, I went a little too far. I didn't cry. I do have one criticism of that particular magnet, and I don't know why this is the case.
Yeah, what?
And I just remembered this. It doesn't stick to my fridge.
What?
Everything else about the magnet is awesome, but it's lacking in its more utilitarian purpose as a magnet that attaches to metal.
Well, it must have been a manufacturing issue or something like that.
Right, but I believe I heard you say just now that it's the very magnetism itself that is also added by you personally. Is that correct? Minute Keeper, can we get a check of the minutes? We're in minute 9. Minute 9? Okay. That didn't help.
I've never had one of my magnets fall off a fridge. Just can't get out. This'll ruin me.
That seems drastic. Just relax. Hey, don't have a cow, man.
You are beneath me. I can't believe I came here. Goodbye, sir.
Okay. All right. Bye. Thank you for coming in. Why is everyone so serious these days? It seems like everyone nowadays is a Bartholomew, you know? Everyone could just be Bart about it, but everybody has to be Bartholomew about it. You know exactly what I mean. And if you don't, hate to tell you, you're a Bartholomew. Another segment that, of course, must happen, the word of the week, as I promised. And I wouldn't let you down, like a fridge magnet that falls to the floor. And the word of the week, of course, and this is definitely something I've also given forethought to, and I looked up all the words, and I thought, that's the best one, for sure. That's going to be the one to start with. And I definitely did this. And the word of the week this week, obviously. And I mean, it's stupid that it even has to be said. The word of the week is, of course, Walter. Walter. The word of the week is Walter. Okay, the next segment now, it's going to be Time Check with Slurp on Lipstick. You've heard of him. You've seen his face everywhere. He's a wanted man. But of course, Slurp on Lipstick was recently caught trying to intentionally cause an earthquake by just jumping up and down on the ground a bunch of times. And a lot of people think that's not technically a crime, but it turns out that even though it was impossible, just the intent to cause an earthquake is itself a prosecutable crime. And he will be prosecuted as soon as he is found and detained by unidentified officers who refuse to show their badges in a very American and patriotic way. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Slurp on Lipstick. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you. I am Slurp on Lipstick. I am the host of Time Check. Regardless of my criminal status, I will continue to do Time Check for as long as I'm still a free man. Although I do have to say, in my defense, I thought I could manifest an earthquake because somebody I know misled me into believing that idea, and look where it got me. My whole thing is time. I'm very interested in it, and of course, since you last heard from me, we had a pretty good amount of it, and so that's interesting to me. I'm really into that. I'm getting into impermanence. Big fan of impermanence and things passing away, like the bare branches overhead as we gaze up into the gray winter sky and see our own fates. Yeah, I can be annoying too. It's not impressive. Oh shit, I'm getting a call on the timeline. I mean, oh cool, I'm getting a call on the timeline. That's good. Let me answer it. Hello? This is Slurp on Lipstick. You're on the timeline.
Can you let the other guy know? I'm outside his house. I'm looking through the window. I see that Aloha magnet situated perfectly on that fridge. It's firmly secured to that fridge. Tell him that.
Look, I don't want to get into the rivalry. I stay out of drama.
That man is a liar.
Yeah, look, no comment from me at all on this, man. I don't know about the fridge thing. I don't even have a fridge.
Well, how do you keep stuff cold?
Oh. I never even thought of that.
Look, once you get set up with a fridge, let me know if you're interested in adorning that thing with some pretty well-crafted artwork.
I don't know what you're talking about. I just have to do time check. Are you familiar?
Is that just somebody checking the time?
Oh, so you've listened to the podcast, okay. And you know what time it is?
Yeah, it's 10:39 p.m.
No, you weren't supposed to say that.
What do you mean? You asked me. Why'd you ask me?
No, I do it. I do time check. Well, now I can't just do the same time you did. I have to wait for a different time.
So just wait a minute.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So what do you want to do in the meantime? We can just talk man to man, right?
Yeah, what do you think about male loneliness?
I don't have time to talk about that. It's 10:40 p.m. You idiot.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, I didn't know what time it was.
I'm getting another caller on the timeline. Hello, who is this? You're on with the timeline.
Hey, it's me.
This deceiver, this charlatan.
No, look, you got it all wrong. Did anybody in all of this think to ask, maybe he put a piece of tape on it to keep it on the fridge? Anybody think that?
Oh, a likely story.
Yeah, it's so likely, it's literally true. It's a testament to your artwork. I liked it so much, I was willing to overlook how shitty it is as a magnet.
I haven't considered that, but...
By the way, do you have anything to do with the red dot that appeared on my fridge about 10 minutes ago?
Yeah, I'm looking at your fridge from a sniper scope.
Why would you have that?
Honestly, I thought this was gonna go a lot differently.
Wow, you really are a Bartholomew about everything, aren't you?
Yeah, I took it too far. I admit.
Great. So you guys gonna kiss and make up, or what the hell happens now? This is...
You know, you could have taken it on the chin, just been the bigger man about it, not tried to murder me.
This is so boring. This has nothing to do
you know,
with
your
time.
product kinda
It's
sucks.
time
I
check.
mean, it sucks
Can
to
anyone
be
hear
honest.
me?
Not-
Is
I mean,
it? Are any of you saying the time? Doesn't
gets
sound
blown
like it,
back
so
in
it
my
sounds
face
irrelevant
like
to
I
time
haven't done
check.
anything else like I
Hosted by
haven't-
me,
It was
Slurp
unable
on
to
Lipstick,
Probably
the host of my own
something
segment.
you would be proud of.
Last time I checked, no. Okay, I guess not anymore. Guess life is just. Guess life is out of my control. Guess I just don't matter.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury,
Where's
everybody
the, how do
listening,
I
listen,
hang up?
hold on.
How do I hang up on these people? Oh, there we go. Anyway, this is the end of time check, and if it isn't, then my name isn't Slurp Von Lipstick, but I'm pretty sure it is. And I'll be here next time check. See you later. Folks, give it up for Slurp Von Lipstick. You gotta give him props. We all have to. If he doesn't get the correct amplitude of applause, with the right duration and intensity, he becomes so upset that he needs a cold compress, he needs a foot bath, and he needs a Werther's Original to calm down. So it's tough. That's why we just ended up going with a applause sound effect, and he hasn't noticed yet. So I'm just biding my time on that. Once he finds out that the applause is fake, I don't know what's gonna happen. Whatever he does to me, it's gonna hurt my credit score. That's how devastating it's gonna be to my life. It's gonna take out my ability to take on more debt than I already have. I do have an amount of student loan debt, which I now simply find comical, because the principal was $76,000. And after paying $600 a month for about 11 years, we put a pretty healthy dent in that, and now it's down to $73,000. And that'll be paid off by 2047. And that'll definitely be happening, if there's still water. I'd be okay with terminating this debt if it meant terminating the existence of all currency on Earth. I would take that trade-off. I'm willing to take you all down with me. What if I had so much debt that it crashed the entire world economy? It's like, how did you buy so many fridge magnets online that our currency is devalued? Well, luckily, I went to school for something good. I went to school for... What did I go to? I don't remember. What's important is that now I'm in the school of life, the school of hard knocks. They call the school hard knocks because everybody's always coming up to you, knocking on your head, like you're one of the Three Stooges, and it makes a hollow sound. That's what I always pictured when people said they went to the school of hard knocks. Sounds dumb, but, you know, it doesn't cost $76,000 to do it either, so who's the idiot, you know? So that's what I think the school of hard knocks is. It's like, this is the opposite of school. We're gonna make you stupid and useless. Wait, that's what normal schools do now. They switch. Maybe people need to start going to stupid school again to get smart. It's an upside down world we live in. North is south, east is west. I mean, you really shouldn't find that odd if you live on a globe. Because if you go far enough east, you'll end up west. And if you go far enough north, you'll end up south. As for why it happens, it has something to do with magnets. How do they work? The question has been asked by sages throughout time. No one knows. Sometimes metal is just gay for itself. As for electricity, I have no idea how that works. I'll never understand. No matter how many times, like, current, voltage, where the flow of the electricity is going, no matter how many times it's been explained to me, countless times throughout my extremely expensive educational career. It's gonna work whether I know about it or not. No one shows up to their science class and they're like, yeah, I can't charge my phone because I haven't learned about resistance yet, and so it's not unlocked for me yet. I can't access that part of reality until I fully understand it. If that's how manifesting works, fuck that. So electricity, it's been getting by without me for a long time. I don't need to get involved. Not directly. I don't think I've ever been electrocuted. It seems like I would remember if I had been electrocuted. I think what I meant to say was, I don't know if I've ever been, like, shocked. I've maybe felt like a zap here and there, like, my body, like, most of the time it reacts to surfaces in a normal way. This is one of my selling points. That's really all I got going for me. And I don't have any allergies or anything. Well, I do have a couple. When I eat apples, the pesticides they use or whatever chemical they use on most farms, I'm allergic to that, but not the apple itself. It's hard for me to eat apples, so doctors are constantly closing in on my position. I have round-the-clock surveillance to make sure no doctors ever get in my home. I do eat bananas daily, though. I think banana is a really good fruit. It's not so good that you think, oh, this can't be healthy because it tastes so good. It's not like that good. But it's not peas. Look, if you're 7 years old, what would you rather eat, peas or a banana? Now, all the 7-year-olds listening, and I know there are a lot of you, thumb in your answers now on the app. You can find it on the App Store. Look up I'm 7 years old and I want to vote in the bananas versus peas survey. Make sure you find the one that says I'm 7 years old. Don't download the other one. That one's different. We don't know who makes that. Now, banana over a bag of Cheez-Its? Sometimes you take both. In fact, that's what I did earlier today at lunch. I had a banana and I got a bag of Cheez-Its out of the vending machine. You can have it all. In this world, the sky is the limit. Beyond the sky, that's just God's screensaver. We're not involved. We can't even wiggle the mouse. Don't worry about it. It's in good hands. The same guy who came up with termites is in charge of the rest of the universe. What could possibly go wrong? Well, this has been the Purgatory Podcast, and I've done all I can do. And look, Bartholomew, if you're out there listening, I just want you to know, let's put all this behind us. Truth be told, I don't really like fridge magnets. I just receive them. I have no information to put on the fridge. My life has no direction and it has no agenda. I am just bare fridging life. And so far it's gone okay. Except for the various problems and challenges. Except for those. If it weren't for those. See you later.